welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can be able to protect your vehicle from salt and corrosion, especially around this time of the year when it's winter time. If you're living in a cold state, this definitely going to help you out. If you got a car, truck, whatever you have that has metal on it, this is going to be able to help you. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few tips that I personally do every year to try to get my truck nice and prepped out for winter time, especially when it snows a lot. It's going to be a lot of salt on the ground, so you want to be able to make sure your car is prepped nicely for it, because you don't want to have rust. You don't want to have a rusted vehicle at the end of the day. At the end of the day, especially if you have a good looking vehicle, you want to be able to take care of it and make sure that it lasts a long time with you. So this is exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. First thing first, I want to give you guys a walk around right now of my truck and show you guys how much salt is really not good for your car at all. All right, so y'all can see right now, this is the amount of salt that I have on this truck right now on the side. Obviously, because like you can see, there's a lot of salt. We didn't even get that much snow, but this is all salt mixed with a little bit of snow. But when you look underneath, even the wheel wells, you can see a lot of salt. All that stuff gets everywhere. Let me try to give you guys a better view. So all that stuff get everywhere, pretty much. It's all on the paint. It's all on the front. And the crazy part about it, we didn't really get that much snow here in PA. Well, from where I'm at in PA, we only got about less than an inch, and we supposed to be getting more snow. So the goal is for you, like, see this side? This is how much salt get into everything. Like, you can't even, this the frame right there, so you can see all that salt sitting over there pretty much. See all that salt? If you look underneath, back over here, there's salt all on my tires. Same thing, there's salt all in the wheel well. But yeah, so you guys get the point. So show you guys again the backside. It is kind of windy outside, so I can't be out here for that long. I'm about to sit in the car and pretty much give you guys some of my tips and tricks on how to really be able to protect your vehicle from all of this. If you don't mind salt on your vehicle, then I guess it's not for you. But if you do, then stick around. I'm about to share with you guys a few things that I do. Okay, so as you guys know, winter for where I'm at, honestly, winter, well, it doesn't matter where you're at, unless if you're somewhere warm, then this doesn't really apply to you. But winter really starts in pretty much, I say November. The end of November, that's when it really started to get real cold. I know it says December, but I'm just going off of when we really start feeling that cold. So technically you got 5 months of winter that you got to deal with. And there's snow, there's salt. When it starts getting cold, they start especially expecting us to get some snow, and then they got to put a bunch of salt on the road. And when it comes to salt gets on everything. Salt create rust on metal. It pretty much break down metal to where it's like it get corroded so fast and all that stuff. So it's like you don't want that. The biggest thing, honestly, I'd be personally worried about is really not the paint on my car, on my truck. It's really like, that's like my least concern. It's really like the actual frame. That's where it's like the biggest concern is that, because the actual frame obviously is like kind of like bare metal. So it's like that part really create rust pretty quick, to where like within, like, you could see within like if you keep your vehicle covered in salt and snow for quite some time, like you'll start seeing that it start like eating up your frame and stuff like that, to where you see some little rust spots. That's how it would start off and stuff, and you don't want that. So one of my biggest tip that I use is, this could be done before winter, or the smartest time, obviously I'll do it before, or it really doesn't matter. Or if you're doing it yourself, I'll say do it before winter. Do it when it's warm outside still, because if you're gonna do it during the winter time, unless you got a garage or something, then that's different. But during the winter time, you can go two routes. You can do it yourself, or you can take it to a shop where they do the undercoating pretty much for you. And if you're gonna do it yourself, this is what you could use personally. It's called fluid film, pretty much. From what I've seen, a lot of good reviews about it and stuff. But like this, like I think the can you can get the spray paint, or you can get the big one in the cans. I think it's like almost like a gallon or something like that. And you probably gonna spend more, like to undercoat a whole, like this truck, for me honestly, it's gonna, I spend like probably $50, because you got to get a whole gallon and stuff like that. So, or spray paint, you could do, I think it's like 4 cans, or probably more than that. I'm wrong, more than that. But it's called fluid film. That's like one of the best things. You can get yourself a brush. I would suggest, if you're doing it yourself, do it when it's warm outside. Do it prep before, like pretty much before winter time. Like you could do it fall, you could do it spring. You prep, you get that stuff. You can get it, I think you can get it from any kind of hardware store or something like that. Pretty much you get it, get a brush. If you're doing the one in a can, get a brush, dip it. You want to apply as much as that is everywhere underneath your vehicle as you can. You can do the wheel wells, all that stuff. You want to put so much of it on there, and then let it, and then you go to the front side, and then you do whichever side you decide you want to do first. But you want to do that for quite some time, to where once it dry, then it sinks into the actual frame. Now you did the underneath part. Now your next concern is going to be about, obviously your paint, your pretty much your overall paint on your car and stuff like that. You want to be able to protect, because right now, as you guys can see, the salt, if you want to know how bad salt is on your vehicle, if you got a nice fresh coat, not fresh coat, but a nice paint job on your vehicle, no rust at all. Right now you see the salt on my car. If I take my finger and rub my finger on there, and I go decide and clean it off, you'll probably be able to see like the marks from the salt, because of like the salt that's in there scratched the whole paint pretty much. So you don't want that. That's how bad that is for your car. You don't want that at all. So now, how can you protect your paint from corrosion and all that stuff, rust? This is the next step I'll say. Yes, you could, like me, I do every now and then. If I go, we're supposed to be having more snow on Sunday, so I'm waiting until Sunday. After that, that's when I guess it's gonna be the last. We ain't gonna see some snow for quite some time. But you can go, I would not suggest you going through the car wash. Number one, especially if it's freezing outside, you're gonna have your ish like gonna freeze right back up. You don't want that. And then number two is obviously you got salt on your car, and then you going through the brushless or self car wash thing is pretty much gonna scratch your car even more with all that salt on there. So you don't want that. So the best way I say to get it off is, number one, go to the car wash. You can use the pressure wash, the high pressure wash with soap. Spray it off first with the soap, and then after that you want to do at least 2 times. Then after that you want to take probably like a soft towel or a sponge, clean it yourself with your hands, get all the spots that you see salt sitting at, remove it. And then you can do the same thing with the underneath too. Obviously, soap, water, clean it off, let it dry. So now when you do all that cleaning and stuff on your paint job, the next thing I would suggest is for you to get actual ceramic. Yeah, ceramic. That's how you say it, ceramic. Actual coating and stuff like that for your vehicle. You can get it from autos, and there's a bunch of different kinds out there. The fluid kind is not, I wouldn't really recommend that, but you want to get the one that's kind of like thick. Get that, put it on the brush, go around, clean up your car real nice. Get it all nice and protect your paint. Then now, if it decides to snow again, all that stuff is going to sit on a coating that you put on there. It's not going to really be on your paint job. So it's going to help protect your vehicle from corrosion and all that stuff. So that's the best way you can really go about this. If you really want to stop corrosion on your vehicle, if you want to prep your vehicle for winter or summer, even if you do it now, the underneath carriage and stuff, you could do this within the next couple months, but you can still protect your paint job. You can still go to the car wash, clean it up, and do all that. But even if you didn't do most of that stuff yet, you can still do it. But then when it get warmer outside, you can do the underneath. Now you're gonna be one step ahead for the following winter, where you won't have to worry about too much of that. All you gotta do is just spray, clean up. But this is something I recommend that you do at least twice a year, once a year. through a summertime, or you can do it for a summertime or springtime or fall time, during the fall time. At least the nice when it's warm outside. If you got a garage, that's good for you. You could do it during the winter time, but you could take it to places where they actually do the undercoat stuff for you, but it's probably gonna run you at least like two grand or $1,500. The easiest way you could do it yourself, spend $50, get it out the way. That's the best way for you to be able to do it. That's what I would really suggest that you do, which is what I'm gonna do. If you're gonna save yourself money, do it that way, do it a smart way. But this is really like how you could really go about doing things to protect your vehicle, your pickup truck, your car, especially if you get snow and stuff. If you in somewhere like a warm state, it's good for you. You ain't gotta worry about rust that much. But if you're somewhere where it's obviously cold, then yeah, you really gotta buckle down, especially if you got a good looking car. You don't want rust on your edge, man. Like rust, I dealt with it before. My last Ram that I had, which was the worst. I would suggest that you definitely prep and do these things to keep your car in the best condition ever. But if you find this helpful, feel free, guys, definitely to subscribe to the channel. I would truly appreciate it. It's a new year. The goal is to hit 10K on YouTube. Definitely, guys, like, comment, let me know some tips that you guys also have for your vehicle during the winter time that you do. You know, it's always something out there for you to learn. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.